Okay, so welcome back to Open Up. Look at these beautiful children. They're enjoying their little refreshing treats. And we thank you so much for staying with us. We're in our final segment of Open Up today, and we're continuing with Duke London. And you know what? I failed to mention our dear friend over here, Barbara Kimber. But Barbara, if you have anything to say, please just jump in, okay?
I'm just enjoying the show.
Enjoying the show. She's one of the children from 4 to 90. Okay, so Duke, let's go back to imagination. Why is that so important?
I think imagination is like electricity. Electricity is something that has 1,000 different uses.
Okay. Yes.
Everything in here, cars, you name it, has electricity. So the imagination's that way. It's like a force, a power that can end up being demonstrated in so many different ways, especially among children when their imaginations are new. In fact, kids, the reason why I know that imagination is a very important thing is because I was talking to some friends of mine the other day. And the kangaroo that I was talking to, he said, Duke, we're not real. And I thought, what are you talking about, we're not real? He said, you're real, but I'm not. And there was an owl there. The owl said, you're real, but we're not. And I said, you mean you, Kanga, and Roo, you're not real? And Owl? Well, what about Piglet? What about this place, the 100-Acre Wood? Isn't it a real place? And they said, only in your imagination. And that's when I knew that the imagination is an important thing to have. And let me tell you what happened to me while I was in the 100-Acre Wood. It was one of those blustery days, the wind was blowing, and it just swooshed Piglet up in the air, and he's like tumbling in the air. And the owl, who was up there, looked at Piglet and said, what are you doing up here? Mm-hmm. And then down on the ground, Kanga and Roo, they were so busy looking up at Piglet that they didn't see Eeyore when he walked up beside them, and they didn't say hi to him, and that made him very sad as usual. Anyway, all of that happened while I was in the 100-Acre Wood, but I guess really it happened where? In my imagination, right. Still, it was enough to make me write this song, which I call I Would If I Could in the 100-Acre Wood.
Oh, I like it.
Would I see a piglet tumbling through the air on a blustery day, and see an owl flying and saying to him, hello, why are you way up here? I would if I could in the 100-Acre Wood. I would if I could in the 100-Acre Wood. Would I find kangaroo hopping below as they watch Piglet fly? And would I find Eeyore with his usual sad face? 'Cause they didn't say hi. I would if I could in the 100-Acre Wood. I would if I could in the 100. Sing this with me. I can see you singing already. I would if I could in the 100-Acre Wood. I would if I could in the 100-Acre Wood. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now, there's a song that Jimbo and I do together, and it's because I'm talented, but I'm also fairly good-looking. You have to admit that. So, and Jimbo, he's a koala, but he's actually a beast. You know what that means? So I think the song Beauty, that would be me, and the Beast would be a good song to sing. Hey, tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Ooh, just a little change, small to say the least. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, and ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Jimbo, don't do that. Yes?
You're a beast.
Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, and ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Oh, oh, oh. Tale as old as time, so true, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Oh, certain as the sun, rising in the east, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the Beast, tale as old as time, beauty and the Beast. Ooh. Stop that. Beauty and the Beast. Yes, yes.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yes, yes, yes.
What, do I hear something else over there?
Did you want to? Did you want to?
I'd like to talk seriously about something for a moment, Tina.
Yes.
If that's okay with you.
Yes, yes, of course.
It's not easy for me to talk seriously. but it's about our book,
Oh.
Bravely the Arctic Fox.
Oh, yes.
I say our book because Duke here, he actually wrote it, but he wrote me into it.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, the whole story is being told to me by my friend B.
Yes.
I love him.
Yes, you do. Yes.
Lots of people have said really great things about the book so far. Stuff like how much fun it was for moms to read with their kids, and how some grown-ups felt that they enjoyed it as much as the kids did, if not more. But the really great thing I wanted to say is that now the book is about to be an audio book.
Ooh.
So all you have to do is listen.
Oh, wonderful.
Duke, tell them what a great thing that is. You know, the listening part. Duke?
Well, actually, I think we talked about that earlier already, that when you listen to something, you're forming pictures in your mind.
Oh.
You know, so actually, I have a little excerpt from the book that I'd like to play for you. You can just listen and
Yes.
see what pictures come up. The book, the part that you're going to hear, Britley has a friend named Tori. He's a squirrel.
Oh.
And something exciting, kind of scary is happening that he's warning his friends about.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, in the book, when Jimbo hears about it, he gets just a little upset. But let's listen to just a little piece of it.
Okay.
For a few days, he had been away visiting other rodent friends. He had even spent a couple of nights with them, but their visit had been rather rudely interrupted. Tori had decided to scamper back to his home. However, the news about dangerous invaders in this part of the forest had kept up with him during his flight. Over and over again, various birds had repeated the warning he was now himself giving to his neighbors.
Who's coming?
Asked Veenie.
Wolves?
Shouted the squirrel.
A whole pack of them. Coming right this way. You didn't tell me this was a scary story.
Jimbo, when he heard
Said Jimbo. He was very nervous because of what he had just heard Lee say.
Move your arm.
Said Jimbo. The koala forced Lee to put his arm around him, around his furry little shoulders. Then he moved even closer to the boy than before. Are you okay now? Asked Lee with a smile. Can I continue the story? Jimbo glanced over at the window suspiciously, and then he pulled the blanket up a little higher on his neck.
Go ahead.
He said.
Did the wolves come?
Oh yeah, said Lee. They came all right.
So that's just a little bit of it.
Oh, how wonderful. Now, I understand you're available to do a presentation at schools and
Yeah, we're invited to do like it's musical, motivational, interactive programs. Many of the schools, and actually, I've been invited to several events where there were no children. Well, there were kids there, but none under 25. So I found that this is a vehicle to say whatever someone thinks is necessary to say or that they think is important for kids. And one of the main things that we do now, we have suggestions as to how to use our product as fundraisers for people who are interested in supporting organizations or anything
Yes.
that's kid friendly.
yes, yes.
So,
and you've done some presentations at Barnes and Nobles and Casa. Is that Barbara? Talk to us.
Excuse me if I can talk.
Yeah.
I'm so choked up. But CASA should be listening right now. They're excited
Yes.
because every program needs fundraising and funds, right?
Yes.
So anyway, hopefully we'll get them engaged and using this as a fundraiser.
Excellent. So, anyone that's listening, Duke London and the Winter Animals are available, and Barbara comes along with them to help out. So, we do have some full screen info for them. How to, Frank, we have full screen info. Okay. Well, website is
the website is dukelondon.org or
dukelondon.org.
Of course, now that we've met you, I guess anyone can
Yes, contact
find out
contact
more about us
Open
from
Up,
you.
and I'll be happy to put you in touch with them. But did you all enjoy Duke London and Jimbo? Yay!
Thank you again for having
You
us.
are so welcome. Thank you, and so we'll see you next time on Open Up.